Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wintermute Redux with Gazbeard in Forlorn Muskeg map. We've arrived at the Spence Homestead and the forge here. I've done a little bit of initial tidying up. We spent the night in the cave back up on the hill just to the right of where we fought with the bear in the last episode. There was some coal in there, but we did have to harvest a fir limb just to get enough fuel to get through the night. So I've come in here without opening anything. I found a pair of combat boots that are 18% wet, 67% condition, a set of frozen gauntlets at 65% condition, some scrap metal, some reclaimed wood. I've dropped a few sticks, and there's 8 pieces of coal there. That's about as far as I've got in organising this, and then I suddenly thought, oh crap, I should be recording this for you guys. So what's in the first aid kit? A stim, painkillers, good. We need replacement painkillers. Let's check the locker. A ragged military coat. Interesting. More scrap metal. Well, for now, let's just put the ragged military coat on the bench, because I don't believe we need it. The Mackinaw, well, that's at 36%. It gives a protection of 8%, sprint penalty of 5. So it slows us down but protects us better than the Mackinaw. I'm not sure if it'll be warmer. It's the same waterproofing though. Kind of a hard call, because our wolfskin coat did very well in that. I had to fix the ear wraps. They were down to about 16%. I desperately need to fix the rabbit skin hat, but I don't have a rabbit skin on me. And I had to fix the gloves. They were down to about 50%. I'll need to give them another fix. So we just drop this on the bench for now. I'm not keeping any clothes on me that we're finding until I know where we're at. So we'll just put the military coat up there. It is raggy, it needs some pretty serious repairs. What I'm actually doing here is to check to see if there is a second heavy hammer here. We'll check in the toolbox in a minute. Worn work gloves. Interesting. Bunch of firewood. I mean, if nothing else, we can set this place up for a future visit with all its fuel and stuff. Now, there is a piece of scrap metal under the snow there, but I can't get it, which is kind of annoying. Right, we'll drop that cedar here. Take a step back into the side, drop that fur. Right, search this. Fishing line. Oh, we found a fishing kit on the workbench as well. There is a heavy hammer here. Ooh, and a piece of leather, and another piece of fur, and a piece of cloth. Now that makes this interesting. Very interesting. So if we drop that and put the heavy hammer over here. In fact, I'll put the heavy hammer on top of that box. So that means the forge at Broken Railroad and the forge here in the Muskeg both have their own heavy hammers. Have we learned anything new for crafting? Do it from the workbench, it's easier. No, we haven't. Still got what we left Mystery Lake with. Make an improvised knife and hatchet. We made one each of those and left them at Broken Railroad Forge. We make a spearhead. What condition is our spear? Do we need to make another one? Can't see it on there. Not going to be on any of these. Okay, let's just check in the journal. Items. Doesn't tell us what condition it's at. Okay. Oh. Move that in with the rest of it. Before we break up the crates in there, let's have a look at what's up here. Reclaimed wood, cloth. We should leave some of that cloth here for making improvised hatchets and knives. A wool toque, can of peaches, pork and beans and a soda. We'll leave them there for a second. I'm wondering if there's anything tucked behind there. It's at an angle to the wall. Let's drop that reclaimed wood and metal down here. Side. Drop that. We did find another birch sapling as we came out of the cave, so I've harvested it. We'll take it back to Mystery Lake to cure, because we'll go back to the camp office directly from the Muskeg, drop off all the saplings and any other loot that we want to hang on to before we go see Jeremiah. Right, there is a safe behind there, and there is a chance to... Ooh, yes! Lots of good food. Well, I'm saying it's good food, I haven't checked its condition yet. Have a look. Food. 83, 64, 56, 43, 21. Okay, so some of it's good, some of it's not. Let's smash this down. See what's in the safe. And if you've never seen the safe getting opened before, it's very, very easy. Click on the safe, you get the dial. You start off finding the first number by going anti-clockwise using the D key. Oops, sorry, the A key. Take it round until it clicks. So that's 33. Then you go the other way using the D key. You have to listen for it. So 33, 46, and then you go back the original direction. Ah, 33, 46, 12, we'll say. Now, once you've gone too far, then you have to take it round this way, past 0, and start again. 33, 46, and 12, I think we said. 13. Right, 33, 46, 13. Then you just click the open button.
I think I can use this.
Don't need the dollars, can use the ammunition. Rabbit skin mitts, yay! Rabbit skin mitts and ammunition. Very worthwhile. Don't need the dollars, they're only good for tinder. Right. Okay, So what have we got to drop that we found in there? We got that food to drop. Well, we'll leave that food upstairs rather than downstairs in the snow. More food there, so have a look. Drop the 3 high quality ones first. Put them together. And we'll drop the 2 low quality ones, put them on the opposite side of the crate. Now I might spend a day or so here before we move on to the other tower. Right, what have we got there? That's pork and beans. What condition is it? That's 31%, so that's low quality as well. However, pork and beans we can heat up. Dog food we can't. Oops. Pinnacle peaches, 0%. So that's a guaranteed food poisoning. We don't want that at all. Even heated up, it's a guaranteed food poisoning.
Excellent.
Stacy soda we'll keep with us. Right, so those pork and beans need heated before we eat them. These are supper time foods because there's a high risk of food poisoning from them. Wool took only 29%. I really hate destroying wool toques. I've played survival mode far too long and they are too valuable in survival mode, so I'm going to put it on the bench there. We may end up putting them in the locker before we move on. I'm thinking and wondering to myself about these combat boots. They may be better for tangling with the bear. If we look at our deerskin boots, they lost 20% in that tangle with the bear. So the deerskin boots, the deerskin pants both lost 20%. The wolfskin coat lost 12%. The rabbit skin hat lost 42%. And we lost about 50% on the red gauntlets. Oh, got to drop these and leave these here as well. So the animal skin clothes are definitely fared better than the manufactured clothes. Now, what weight are we carrying? 52 kilos. God, why are we just amassing weight constantly? Nothing. Oh, we got that recycled wood there. Let's get rid of that. That's 1.5 kilos gone. 50.5. Picked up an extra stim, but that's only 0.1 of a kilo. Made an extra birch bark tea. Well, we actually made 2. One to replace the one we used and another one as a spare. We've got 3 pieces of birch bark on us. We've got an extra packet of painkillers. Again, that's just 0.1 of a kilo. Not a lot of weight. We've got no extra clothes. We have got an extra item of clothing on us. What is it? Oh, it's the rabbit skin mitts. Oops. Let's wear the rabbit skin mitts. They're warmer and more windproof and waterproof than the cloth ones. We need a drink. Let's take a drink. I mean, the ski gloves are fantastic. In terms of manufactured gloves, they're the best gloves in the game, in my opinion, because you repair them with cloth, not leather. So you can keep repairing them much later into a long run than you can the leather gauntlets. However, for tangling with the bear, I'm wondering if those gauntlets and those combat boots would be the best ones to be wearing. I don't want to be hauling them all over the map. Right, time of day. Coming up to midday. We've done well to get all this organised so far. There is still quite a few locations here to check out. There are a few short lines of sight, however. Let's go and check the burnt out farmhouse first. Some recycled wood over there to bring back. There's usually something over on the back of that hill there, near those trees. Now, if you speak to most experienced survival players, they'll tell you that this is their favourite forge. Counts as outdoors, so there's no risk of cabin fever. It's got the bed above the forge. The Muskeg is crammed with resources. Need some more sticks for in there. I'm not going to touch the reishi or any of the old man's beard. I'm going to leave it there, near enough to the forge to harvest when it's needed. What I'm more bothered about is getting a good supply of stuff here, so that if we come back here to do some forging, for example, if we learn the recipe for making arrowheads and bows and arrows, then I want to be able to come back here. What's that sound? That sounded horribly like the bear. Yeah, I want to have this place set up so that if we do learn those recipes, we can come back here and forge. Now, I do need one more piece of birch bark to be able to craft up the pieces that I've already got. There's a couple of birch trees over there, so we're going to have a look at them. But first I want to drop some weight. I'm carrying far too much weight again. You notice I'm not smashing up the planks or anything like that. Leaving them as a reserve. 49.97. We're under 50 kilos. Got 3 sets of birch bark tea ready for cooking. Oh, we haven't got any birch bark. It's those 3 sets of tea that I was seeing. 16 kilos in here somehow. I think we'll harvest that. Lose 1/3 of a kilo. Um, 49.82, so we didn't lose as much as I was expecting. Drop that extra stick. 49.67. Sticks are heavy. A lot heavier than I seem to remember. Mind you, they've caught me out a few times with the weight. Right, we're still significantly overweight. Oh, I harvested some meat earlier. Yes, there it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop that. We'll just drop it here. And I had to kill a wolf as I came out the cave. Wolf that lives between the cave and the forge. Drop 2 of those guts. Don't need to be carrying all 3. Let's go and have a quick look in the barn across here, and then take a trip out to the island, see what's out there. Looks to be a backpack or something across here. Also looks like there's been a campfire laid out, or if not a campfire, then firewood. One of the other reasons this is a favourite forge is because of the deer nearby. That's from the planks out there. Yeah, firewood. Take this across to the forge. More of it here. Empty backpack, okay. Anything around this corner? No. Right, let's go drop that wood off before we go to the island, because we really are pushing our luck on weight. Wind's in our face, there's some bad weather coming in, possible blizzard coming in during the afternoon. I've been noticing we've been getting them pretty much every afternoon. Wood, cedar. They're all heavy. Right, I still would like to get rid of some more weight. Oh, the wolves are out. Right. Let's head out over here. There's a dead deer there, which we can harvest for meat. Always useful to leave meat at the forge. Now we should be able to cut through here. Normally can. The reason I'm going out onto the island is that there's often coal out there, and if we do get the chance to come back on a forge run, it'll make the forge run so much quicker if we've pre-looted and pre-positioned everything. The big shame about if we touch any of the corpses, any of the carcasses, is that we can't carry the skins and guts back with us. Again, the likes of the rose hips I'm not going to touch, I'm going to leave them here. There's nothing here this time. Sometimes, oh, there's a backpack there. Sometimes there's stuff in the boats. Nuts and stuff. A bit mouldy from what I glanced at. We'll check that destroyed cabin on the way back. By the time we've explored and looted this, it's going to be getting towards sunset, so spending the night here is going to be the plan. Now, I'm wondering, that big uprooted tree there, I wonder if that's where the forest talker's cache is. Looks about right. Cattails here again, and leave them in place. There's some metal here. Some firewood as well, by the look of it.
Lamp fuel.
Wow, 4 litres of lamp fuel there. We're going to be very heavy going back to the forge itself. No coal here. That's a little on the surprising side. Now, there's usually a deer carcass just on the other side of the island here, but we're so heavily laden we can't wander across there. Unless I drop the loot here and then we have a quick look. Could do that. Yeah, let's do that. And there was a couple of bits of metal. The only disadvantage to the Spence forge is that you can't cure saplings or hides or guts because it counts as an outdoors location. So other than making yourself lighter for scooting around collecting all the bits and pieces, that looked like a bear just there. Not though, it's not moving, it's a rock. It's the right shape for a bear. A quick look over here. There's usually a deer carcass somewhere on the edge of this island. And not today. Oh well. Unless it's over here. There's a wolf there. Heading this way. And I'm just looking round to see, yes, there's a maple sapling there where that old man's beard is, just above the flare pistol. But I'm not going to try getting out across there, not with a wolf coming in from over there, and not with the weight that I'm carrying. If I was to drop pretty much everything, I'd give it a scoot. Considering he's puffing and panting so much, he's not actually losing much stamina. The wind is at about 45 degrees to our front, so it's slightly in our face. It's going to slow us down. I might have to take this lot up to the forge and then come back and check out that destroyed cabin. I'll continue on with that off camera. Probably harvest that deer over there that the crows are flapping above. Get ourselves set up for a comfortable night here at the forge. Get a good rest and relax. We got one in the cave. Got back to full condition, but be nice to sleep in a bed. So at this point, this is if you've never seen the Spence Family Homestead and the forge that's attached to it, this is a good introduction to where it is and what's around it. Just have a quick look. Yeah, there's coal there to pick up. There's probably clothes in that chest of drawers. There usually is. There's a bunch of wood and metal and stuff there, so yeah, I need to go and drop this lot off and come back. So I'll do that, and I'll catch you. This will be what? This is Tuesday's episode, so I'll catch you on Friday's episode. Don't forget, I upload videos for other games 6 days a week, Monday to Saturday. Currently doing Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag on Mondays and Thursdays, The Long Dark on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and Subnautica on Tuesdays and Fridays for The Long Dark, and Subnautica on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So do check out the channel for those as well, and I'll see you in the next episode. Leave your comments, questions, everything else down below. I look forward to reading them. Give the channel a subscribe if you haven't, and click like on the videos that you do like, so I know which ones and which style you do like. And I'll see you soon. This is Gazbeard signing out for today. Take care, everybody. Have a great week. Thanks for being here. Bye for now.